So my name's Alicia Sanchez. I'm the Games Czar at Defense Acquisition University, where I help make decisions about when and where we're going to use games in our curriculum. I got into games probably about 10 years ago. My PhD is in modeling and simulation, and the reason we use technology like simulations for the military, which is what I've been primarily involved with, is because we want people to have experiences that they either can't have because they're too expensive, they don't happen frequently enough, or they're just too dangerous. And games are a great way to supplement simulations to add characteristics that will lead to replay.
My name is Karen Burpee. I work for the Canadian Army as a senior instructional designer. I've been involved in instructional design for a little over 10 years now, and I've been interested in serious games and games for learning probably for the last couple of years, probably 3 or 4 years.
So the history of games. I think that games have been around, just as long as people have, obviously. We like to say that, kittens aren't necessarily playing, they're learning how to kill, right? And so play has always been something that humans have been involved with, and I think that games probably started an extraordinarily long time ago as a way to teach and to keep ourselves entertained. And if we can do both of those things, that kind of leads to the entire purpose of the Serious Games Initiative.
Well, I do think that games have been around basically as long as people have been around. I think people have been playing games. One of the oldest board games is probably checkers or chess, and of course people have been playing sport, which are a different form of game. Again, pretty much as long as people have been living in social groups.
I think that a lot of games started from the concepts of other games. I think that unless we look at a lot of abstract games these days, we're really not seeing a whole lot of new play dynamics. And I think that the largest part that separates any game from the other is the story and what the player's motivation is.
So I think games can be used for education. In terms of education, there was sort of a big push in the last probably decade to use story as a means to teach, because it was something that we used to do, throughout Native American history and so forth. The oral teaching method has been extremely popular and of course very effective, because we all remember the stories. So I think in terms of using games in education, that's part of where we need to be moving towards, in terms of using narrative to get different concepts across and to make the abstract more relevant to people so that we give them something to relate to.